I've recently been packing up a lot of sling bags for weekend travel, but today I want to look at another compact option, the messenger bag. And if you're looking to simplify travel, but don't want to compromise on style, I have the perfect heritage workwear bag for you. The 7-liter Leon messenger bag from the French brand Bleu de Chauffe is made with 14-ounce certified organic cotton canvas from British Miller Rain and features vegetable tanned leather accents. Currently, you can get the bag in 5 different colorways, including the gorgeous lichen green I have here. Now, this type of packing is not going to be for everyone, but if you are really looking to simplify your travel, then let's check out the features of this messenger bag while packing it up for a weekend trip. So right off the bat, one of the things I love about Bleu de Chauffe bags is that they are all handmade in France, and each bag has a little patch on it that is going to show you the name of the artisan, so the person who actually made the bag, as well as the date that the bag was made. It's just a really cool touch that, speaks to the workmanship and the artistry that does go in to a bag like this. But we have this really nice green color here that I love. It looks really, really nice and has that very heritage workwear feel to it. Also, beautiful leather trimmings throughout, leather accents on the side to hold that strap. Those look beautiful. Really nice strap here, kind of like a seatbelt material, but it feels really, really nice. On the side, you have your little Bleu de Chauffe logo tag right there. And that's pretty much it. It's a very simple, beautiful outside of the bag. The exterior looks really, really nice. Right here, we do have this awesome buckle, which is kind of like the centerpiece of the bag, but it's like super nice to use. Very, very cool buckle there. All right, so inside the bag, we have 2 front kind of bigger dump pockets here on each side, as well as a large interior pocket here, main big pocket here, that also has that little zipper pouch pocket in here too. So there you go. Let's actually start by packing out that little zipper pouch pocket. So this is going to be a perfect place for our passport. Let's just go ahead and slide that in there and then move on to the next part of the bag. So let's go ahead and pack these 2 out before packing out our main pocket. And we'll start over here on the left. And this is going to be a perfect place to bring like a little smaller like admin pouch. This one I really, really love from Alpaca. As you can see, it's going to fit perfectly in that spot there on the left front side. So in here, we're gonna pack some of my like essentials for travel, which, as you know, love the handheld video game. Here we have Super Mario Brothers 1 and 2 on the Game & Watch. We also have a pen in here. It's this one from Field Notes. Also our Field Notes notebook in this spot too. And then lastly, we have our little cord, as well as our brick for our phone charger. So it's kind of like all my little accessories packed up very neatly into this little pouch. But everything fits really well in here. And then that fits really well in there, which is really cool. Next, on this side, I thought a book would be nice to bring along because that's going to fit really well in this pocket on the side. The one we have here is the new wine rules. And yeah, every couple years, I try and get into wine. And yeah, I'm always just like curious about it. Definitely wanting to know about more wines, different regions for where wines are from, where they come from, the different types of grapes that they use. I've been trying to get into it for years now. I always go back to this book because it's a really good starting point. My wife bought this for me a couple years ago, and yeah, trying to get into it again, especially with it being nice outside. It's nice to have a glass of wine outside this time of year. Next up, let's go ahead and pack our toiletries. So this is the global pouch from Pioneer, and this beautiful toiletries bag or pouch. You can also just use it as like a tech pouch too, but I personally use it as a toiletries bag and have been for the past couple of years. But I just love this thing. It is like the perfect size. It is not too deep. It's definitely like a slimmer toiletry style bag, but it fits, you know, all of my large toiletries very, very well. And it's just made really, really nicely. So let's slide that in here. As you can see, we got that on that side of the bag. The next spot we're gonna fill up is over here on the right side. And that's where we're gonna put our clothes for this trip. And we have everything packed in our small Fyro packing cube. Been really, really loving these packing cubes. Kind of been going back and forth between these and the Container Store ones that I have. The Container Store ones are a little bit slimmer, so I've been using those for smaller sling bag pack outs. But this one, it does have a little more depth to it. But when you're using a larger messenger bag like this is gonna be perfect for that kind of pack out. So in here, a couple pairs of socks, a couple pairs of boxer briefs, and then a couple t-shirts. We're doing another band t-shirt travel this time. So we got our Beta Band shirt from when I saw them last year. Probably my favorite show of last year. And then the other shirt we have is our little classic Jurassic Park shirt, which is from the brand Mondo, which also does lots of record reissues, especially for soundtracks. Yeah, two cool little shirts to bring along on this weekend trip. So let's go ahead and put everything back in that packing cube. As you can see, it fits really nicely in here. Very, very simple, easy pack out, which is what I love. I'm all about simplifying packing and travel now, which is why I've been really enjoying just traveling with a sling bag or like a messenger style bag or satchel. So let's go ahead and slide these clothes in on that side. So you got our packing cube here, you have our toiletries bag here, but that leaves a little bit of space here. So this is gonna be perfect for some Bluetooth headphones, which is great. We can bring these along. These are the ones from Sony. I really like these. Like the sound quality is decent. They're like $50. Yeah, I don't know. They're just, they're good ones. I always wear them at the gym. They're really nice for travel too. So we'll just slide those in there. They're gonna fit really nicely. Everything fits in this bag very nicely. Very simple pack out. But honestly, like what more do you need for a weekend trip? I think this is plenty of stuff to bring along. Let's check out some recent pickups from the British clothing brand Finisterre. And you may recognize some of these pieces from recent videos, and that's because they're quickly becoming spring wardrobe staples. The first item I want to look at is the Resurge denim jacket. And this beautiful indigo gray chore coat was inspired by vintage French workwear. It's made with a blend of recycled fabrics, including 30% post-consumer recycled cotton, 30% pre-consumer recycled cotton, and 40% recycled polyester. The jacket features a small Finisterre tag, 3 patch pockets, and nut brown buttons. A gorgeous jacket that fits perfectly to size. Next, to go along with the jacket, we have the Resurge denim pants. And when you pair these two together, you get a really sharp, classic Americana workwear look. You have the same color and blend of fabrics as the jacket, but while the jacket's a little more fitted, these pants have a relaxed straight leg fit to them. The pants feature a small Finisterre tag on the back patch pocket, 2 angled front pockets, and a nut brown button fly. Just a heads up, these pants come in a 31-inch inseam, but I actually found it to be much longer, so if you are on the shorter side, you will need to get these tailored. Another cool piece I've been wearing a ton is this raven brown basset vest, which I think has a cool Japanese city boy look to it, and it fits in really well with my personal style. It's made with a heavyweight 100% organic cotton fabric and features a small Finisterre tag, 2 front patch pockets, a small accessory pocket, 3 back pockets, and a V-shaped zippered front. This piece is pretty heavy when you're wearing it, but that also means it's super durable and made to last. Lastly, to really tie everything together, we have the Mako crossbody. And this simple little 1-liter sling is actually a really great option if you're just looking to free up your pockets. Made with a 100% recycled ripstop, the sling features a front stretch pocket, a zippered main pocket with an additional zippered accessory pocket inside, and a nice adjustable rope strap. In here, I'm carrying my phone, my wallet, a notebook and pen, headphones, and my keys. So lastly, let's just quickly chat about this week's playlist. And we kick things off this week with an indie rock slowcore gem. It's the song The End's Not Near from the band The New Year. And if you don't know The New Year, they were started in the late 90s by Matt and Bubba Cadane, who were previous members of Bedhead before that. And Bedhead and The New Year definitely have a lot of similarities in sound. But yeah, it's really, really nice indie slowcore music. So if you're a fan of the band Low, you're definitely really going to dig this as well. They were on the Touch and Go label out of Chicago, and they did all of their recordings with Steve Albini. But yeah, they just have a really beautiful sound to them. Definitely an underappreciated band too. Next up on the playlist, we have the song Draining the Pool for You from the Australian indie jangle pop band, The Go-Betweens. And this track was released in the mid-80s. But yeah, it's just always been one of my favorite, 80s indie tracks. My uncle burned a CD for me when I was in high school with a ton of great, bands that I should know, like The Replacements, and I'm trying to think what else. There's a ton of really good underappreciated 80s bands, and this song was on it from the Go-Betweens, and it's just, always kind of been one of my favorite for the past 20 plus years. Next on our list, we have a song from the early 2000s, and it's from the indie rock band out of Austin, Texas, the American Analog Set, and the song is called Aaron and Maria. And the American Analog Set is, just a really nice indie pop band, very acoustic driven, kind of poppy songs. I don't know. They're really great. The Numero Group out of Chicago recently reissued their first 3 albums, and then I believe they just actually put out their next 3. So 6 of their albums have been re-released from the Numero Group. The song from this album, which is called Know by Heart, is my favorite album of theirs. Definitely has some of their most recognizable songs. But just really, really like that album. And kind of just flows with this playlist really well, as we're kind of doing a little bit more subtle indie rock in this week's playlist. So that also takes us into, a little bit kind of dream poppy era of song next. And this one's from the band Luna, and it's called California All the Way. And if you don't know Luna, they are Dean Wareham's band after he left Galaxy 500 and, quit that band and stopped playing with Galaxy 500, or kind of, dissolved the band. He started his new act, which was called Luna. And Galaxy 500 kind of has that more fuzzy dreaminess to their songs, whereas Luna, his new band, was a little more bright, a little more polished. I love both of the bands. They both have great songs. But this one from Luna is just, it fits in really well with this playlist and kind of what we're doing this week. I think you'll really like it. It has a very breeziness to it. And then lastly, we have the song Karma Police from Radiohead. And obviously this is just like an absolute classic. OK Computer, great album, obviously hugely influential for most indie rock bands today. But yeah, big one for me growing up too, especially when I was like in middle school. I think it came out in 97 if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I was like late elementary school then into middle school. But yeah, definitely listening to Radiohead at the time. I remember this coming out. Remember the music video for Karma Police, great music video for Paranoid Android. I actually have, if you can see up here, I have some of the Radiohead EPs that they put out. So Paranoid Android, Karma Police, and No Surprises up there. And those are really cool little like prize pieces of my record collection. I really like those little reissues they did. They sound amazing on the 180 gram vinyl. And yeah, if you don't know Radiohead, you gotta know Radiohead. Check them out. They're the best. So let me know if you're enjoying these playlists. And yeah, talking about them each week. It's something I really enjoy doing. So hopefully you're enjoying this part of the video too. But yeah, with that, just want to say thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.